Question A. Many insects migrate or travel between their summer and winter homes. The desert locust migrates about 800 miles further than the monarch butterfly every spring. And the pink-spotted hawk moth migrates about 200 miles less than 4 times the distance of the monarch butterfly. Laid end to end, the distances traveled by a monarch butterfly, a desert locust, and a pink-spotted hawk moth is about 12,600 miles. How far does each species travel? So notice how in this problem we're given some information about how far the desert locust migrates and how far the pink-spotted hawk moth migrates, but we're not given information about how far the monarch butterfly migrates. That's because the desert locust and pink-spotted hawk moth, their distance was given to us in terms of the monarch butterfly. So that should tell us that the monarch butterfly is what we are going to be plugging in first. So let's just say that m is equal to x. Okay, so we'll start with that. M is equal to x. So if m equals x, let's define the desert locust distance in terms of that. Okay, it says the desert locust migrates about 800 miles further than the monarch butterfly. Okay, so if the monarch butterfly is traveling x miles, then the desert locust migrates 800 miles further than that. So what operation would we use there? Okay, 800 miles further, 800 miles more, we're going to be using addition. All right, and the next one is the pink-spotted hawk moth. So the pink-spotted hawk moth migrates about 200 miles less than 4 times the distance of the monarch butterfly. So how would we represent 4 times the distance of the monarch? Okay, using multiplication, right? We're timesing, okay, multiplying. So 4 times x, all right? And again, it's 200 miles less than 4 times the distance. So we subtract 200. So if I wanted to draw a picture to represent the situation, I could do so using a 2D model or a linear model. So I could say that the distance the monarch butterfly travels is x. The distance the desert locust travels is x plus 800. Okay, that's the desert locust. And then finally, the distance the moth travels, the pink-spotted hawk moth, is 4x minus 200. Okay, and again, in total, okay, this whole thing is 12,600 miles. All right, so now that we have our equations defined and our variables defined, we are going to start our trials. Okay, so in trial one, okay, we are just going to plug in a number for the monarch butterfly. Okay, because if we know what the monarch is, okay, if we know what the monarch is, that'll help us find the solution, or excuse me, find how many miles that the other bugs are traveling. Okay. So the number that I chose for trial one, and you don't have to choose this number, you can try whatever you want. I'm just going to say that m, all right, is equal to 1,000. All right, so let's just say the monarch butterfly travels 1,000 miles. That's our first guess. Okay, so if the monarch butterfly travels 1,000 miles, well, the desert locust travels 800 more than that. Okay, so we would do 1,000 plus 800. So if we do that, 1,000 plus 800, we get 1,800. Okay, 1,800. All right, and the hawk moth travels 4 times further minus 200 miles. So 200 miles fewer than 4 times the monarch butterfly. So we take 1,000, multiply it by 4, that gives us 4,000, and then we subtract 200. So that would give us 3,800. All right, and the next thing we need to do is fill in the do column. All right, and so we are trying to figure out, is the sum, okay, so we're going to add here, is the sum M plus D plus P equal to 12,600, right? So our M is 1,000, our D is 1,800, and our P is 3,800, right? And if I add all those together, I'm going to get 6,600, all right? And so decide, is this equal to 12,600? Well, no, of course not, all right? It's too small. Okay, so if it's too small, the next number we try on trial 2 should be bigger than 1,000. All right, hopefully that'll help you get started.